Hello, happy beaders. I am recording my first opening a dollar bead box and dollar bead bag. I have been really looking forward to this, so let's get started. I actually unboxed this. I was so excited I took it all apart, so I have it all laid out, ready to go. And I started with the dollar bead bag. And if you don't know about the dollar bead bag and the dollar bead box, they is a subscription. You get some beads that they select for you every month. The dollar bead bag is $8 a month for a 6-month subscription, and the dollar bead box is $18.50 for a 6-month subscription. But you should go to their website, dollarbeadbag.com, and check out the items that they have. When you join, you can then reorder the items for the next month, really the next month and a half, because these October items now are available for $1 each through the end of November. And there's a lot of cool stuff there. I've already got some of my order made up. So let's take a look at the 3mm strands. The dollar bead bag has check fire polish beads, and the first one is blue turquoise nebulous luster. Here's that bead. Very pretty, very pretty blue. Everybody seems to like blue, and this has got a beautiful luster to it. The next one is the satin taupe. This one is really sparkly but has a little bit of a matte look to it, so that's the satin taupe. I love this nebulous luster. This is the green turquoise nebulous luster. And look at that. Look at those beads. They're just beautiful. And then the last one is the matte vintage bronze. Almost looks gold, so I think you could match it with gold findings or bronze ones too. And I just think that all of these colors look good together. I really think that you could do something with all of these, even as simple as just making a multi-strand bracelet. I think those all look really nice together, and I think that's a great selection. The 4mm strands, this first one is just going to wow you. It is the Crystal Mardi Gras, and they're greens and lavenders, amethyst colors, just beautiful. I love this, and that this will go with so many things that I already have, and also goes well with the beads that are in this month selection. And the second one is the navy nebulous luster. Looks really close to the 3mm blue turquoise nebulous luster, but it's just a little bit deeper blue. Gorgeous color. I'm normally more of a green, orange, red person, but blues and turquoises have really been just so exciting to me lately, so I'm just loving this. It'll go with a lot. And then there's the matte warm copper. Very nice. That's going to look really good with the blue too. And then the turquoise brown travertine. Travertine is always so nice. It has that old world feel that is at the same time really contemporary seeming. So that's the dollar bead bag right there. And I'll just go ahead and get those strands out of the way. But look how nicely those selections go together. So this is just great. You know you want more of this one, right? It's just perfect. So I'll put those aside and then go to the dollar bead box, and you get a letter from them, and they'll just tell you some things. They mentioned that they have a Pinterest site that you can go to and find some ideas for using your box items. So first of all, the strands. Here's everything that was in the box. And I just was so excited. I couldn't wait to unbox it with everybody. So this is what there is. There's 3x5 millimeter check glass pinch, either jet hematite or purple iris. And these are the purple iris, which I'm thrilled about because I love purple. And I have so many purple beads and things that'll go with. So love those pinch beads. That's awesome. The next one This one might be my favorite, the olive travertine, the 3mm opaque olive green with travertine, and this is check glass too. It's a beautiful color. I almost wouldn't even call this olive, but whatever you call it, it is a beautiful, beautiful green, and I love it. I have more green beads than anything else, and they are feeding my green addiction. Next with check glass vintage style twist. There's 16 beads, 8 by 12mm, and they're crystal green and white. Beautiful beads. These are fun. I love it when things are like different shapes and you can mix them with the rounds and the rondelles and even squares and so on. Here's another beautiful bead. I'm really fond of gold colors too, and this is 8 by 12mm check glass vintage style twist. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 6mm check glass cathedral cut topaz and white opal. The shape of these is really unique, I think. Just love that, and the glimmer that you get from them. A nice neutral bead to work with many other things, and would go with any color metals too, any metallics. Those would look beautiful with. And then the next thing is 4mm check glass struck turquoise 50. So these are a nice small bead that you can work in with some other colors or shinier colors, bigger beads. These would be good separators, and they're kind of a plain Jane. I don't mean that in an insulting way. They're just kind of understated. Because they don't have facets and they're not sparkly, but they will really complement other beads, and I think will set off a design really nicely. I'll be looking forward to what I can put with that. And then the same Druck, 4mm check glass struck jet AB, another, and the metallic part of that is just beautiful. I'm not really sure what AB stands for. I'm going to need to learn a little bit more about these beads and find out what AB stands for. I really don't so much design jewelry as I follow patterns, but I'm looking forward to giving some things a try, and these next items will really help spark my creativity. The first one that's not a strand, I'm going to just move the strands out of the way. The first thing is the Swarovski Cube 8mm Air Blue Opal. This is a beautiful color, and it's got the opaliness to it, and is just gorgeous. And I already put one of these in my shopping cart so that I can make a pair of earrings with them. I just think that's beautiful, and will go with so many items of clothing and other jewelry too. So that's the Air Blue Opal Swarovski crystal. And the bead box always puts a little card, and it tells you that it's Swarovski crystal. The second item also is, and it's a jet pendant, 14mm octagon jet. Very nice, isn't that cool? It reminds me actually of some buttons that I have of my grandma's. So some antique buttons that I have that I think are a perfect match for this, the same shape and faceting, and again with the Swarovski on the back. And then there is a vintage style check glass heart jet with gold wash. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. That appeals to the feminine, to my feminine side, and I just think that's beautiful. Then next there is a check glass button, and a lot of times there's buttons. They make wonderful clasps, and I'm so glad that I know how to make like wrap bracelets and so on with button clasps. This is a beautiful blue with copper edging, and it almost looks gold to me, the edging. So I think you could use it with copper or with gold. And then next there's a check glass tabular square with peacock finish. This is a green one. I think I watched another box being opened, and I think it was a different color, maybe a red color, but this one's green. And since I have a serious green addiction with the beads that I have, this is gonna fit right in. It seems to have gold or copper peacock on it. Next there's a check table cut tabular square opaque white with travertine. And what I really like about this is that travertine square in the center, the hole is drilled from top to bottom. And I'm going to try to, and I've got it sideways, but you get the idea. It's offset. It's a little bit crooked on there. And I just love the kind of geometricness of that. I think that's a really neat touch, and that's going to be beautiful in a bracelet or a necklace as a focal. Could even be a charm. All these smaller findings could be charms too. Next, go up top here and take a look at these beautiful beads here. There's 6 of them. They're Preciosa crystals, and they are deco round crystals. They are just extremely faceted. I have some Preciosa seed beads, and they are awesome. And so these are, well, there's not very many in there. I think that there's plenty there to enhance a project like crazy. So those are really nice crystals. And then next there is a chandelier, 2 quantity, 30 millimeter antique silver drop. These would be great for making earrings or for making a multi-strand necklace or a bracelet. My idea is to do probably a necklace with it because it is not finished on both sides or not stamped on both sides. So the back side of these is just flat. So I'm thinking that a necklace, a multi-strand necklace, I've been wanting to try my hand at that anyway. So I think these will be perfect for that. And then next we have an antique copper flower pendant, just one. It's really pretty, and it's bigger than I thought it would be from watching the other box opening that I saw. And that is a really pretty charm. I love that. The final item, other than the bonus item, are these bead caps. There's 6 bead caps, and if you're a counting person, you can see that I only got 5 of them. They're a 9 millimeter pewter antique silver plate filigree bead cap. It's like a little heart design on the edge, if you can see that. When I saw that I only had 5, I opened the package to make sure, and sure enough, they weren't stuck together. It's a thicker bead cap. It's really good quality. You are going to want some of these. But when I found out what happened, I went online right away. I sent them a message on their website, and within a couple hours, they sent me a message back that said that they would be sure to send me a replacement. So I'm really excited about that because these are really beautiful, and I actually would like to reorder some more of them to have on hand. They're just gorgeous. So I think this is an item you're going to want, and a shout out to Beadbox for being so caring about their customer service. I'm kind of a stickler, I guess, about customer service because that's what I do for a living. And when you get good customer service, it's something to shout about. So I just want to shout out to them for getting back to me so soon. And I'll be sure to update you on when they send that, because I got my bead box just a couple days after I ordered it, so I'm excited about that. Okay, now there's a bonus item, a peacock pendant. Selection varies, and mine is a jet black, and it has this little kind of a faint cross stamped in white or gray. It's really pretty. Now, I don't wear black very often, usually only in patterns, but I think that you could put this with any number of beads, and I'll just even try a couple things here. Like even these ones that I said were a little bit plain. Look how that just makes the pendant stand out to have beads like this on it. Or you could go with something that's black already. Or any of these, I want to look at these Mardi Gras next to it. These are such pretty beads. Oh, I think we have a winner. I think that would look really good with that. So just some ideas from me. And my name's Pam, and I just wanted to share my bead box opening because I was so excited about it. I was very thrilled that they sent me my box so soon after I decided to join the club. And I was also really thrilled with the customer service that I got, and I completely understand how when you're counting out little bead caps that they can, kind of get away from you. I think they're words where you know how those little critters can jump ship sometimes, and I do. We've all had that experience with our beads and our findings falling off the table, falling off the workspace. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will put a link to Dollar Bead Box in the comments. Thanks for watching.